Hello all YouTubers, I am the Weather Dude. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning back in to my presentation for January 24th, 2019. As always, please consider clicking the subscribe button as my watermark on the bottom right of the screen. Let's get right into it here. Thank you to all my supporters thus far, I really appreciate it. So as always, please subscribe. And let's get started. So we're going to talk about two things today in this video. Stinging cold for the northern plains to the northeast, and also a couple chances for snow moving in as we head towards from now to the first week of February. So you can see here are the current temperatures. So this is valid for right now, around January 24th right now, 21Z. So it's basically right now. And you can see some negative temperatures in the eastern Dakotas, and all of Minnesota is below zero right now, except for the extreme southeastern part of Minnesota is at 1 degree. But you can see this blue line here is kind of that divide line of freezing temperatures of 32 degrees or lower. And you can see much of the country is cold right now, and that's pretty typical because the sun has set. But you can see some warm air down in the Carolinas, and it's all squashed to the south. That's going to have these cold plunges seeping in. These polar vortex has split, it has weakened, so all these cold shots of air are just going to come down from Canada. And this is 24 hours from now. This is valid. So these are basically the high temperatures tomorrow. So it's the afternoon fires, so basically the highest temperatures tomorrow. You can see along I-95 corridor, Boston maybe in the mid-30s, New York in the mid to upper 30s, Philly to D.C. maybe upper 30s as well. And then back towards central western Pennsylvania, you're going to be in the teens and 20s. And you can even see the high tomorrow in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota border, -17, -16. Ugh, that is cold. And you can see maybe even some refreshing 30s. Northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, that's pretty chilly. Even northern Tennessee getting almost some freezing temperatures for the highest temperatures of the day. But otherwise, much of the southern part of the country is nice and comfortable, crisp and cool. No warmness to complain about, except when you look at, this is January 31st. This is basically very late, like 10 o'clock-ish in the evening. You can see some warm air trying to seep in from the south. And when that warmer air seeps into the southwest into California, it's going to allow a ridge to build up. And then ahead of that ridge, the cold air just drops down from the south. We're talking about -30s, -20s, even down to Iowa, and negative temperatures getting all the way into Pennsylvania. Along the I-95 corridor, it's going to be teens in Boston, down in New York, Philly, Washington, D.C. And notice this, the northern half of Mississippi, Alabama are below freezing. And we're not even in the coldest part of the night yet on the 31st. And even Atlanta could be sitting around freezing. So these cold plunges of air are just going to be seeping in. It's going to be very brutal. Please do not go outside if you don't have to. So here are some of the jet stream patterns valid, again, around 10 o'clock-ish in the evening on the 27th. That's Sunday, 54 hours from now. And you can kind of see a split jet stream, one here and one down here. And because the jet stream kind of goes, it's kind of staying to the north a little bit. These low pressure, like you see right here, it's going to kind of be trapped north into Canada. So southeastern Canada has been getting hit hard with snow and precipitation this season because its jet streams, especially through December, have been staying to the north, and that those low pressure systems have just gotten trapped to the north. So let's get started on the snowfall maps. So this is our first maybe Clipper storm, maybe potential winter storm from the 27th, which is Sunday, I believe, for the 30th of January. And you can see a stripe of snow. This is 24-hour accumulated snowfall. So you can see a nice stripe of even over 6 inches through the Dakotas. Okay, you can see a nice stripe of greater than 3 inches from northern Missouri in central Iowa all the way through Alberta, Canada. So all the way up into western Canada there. So it's a very wide strip of snow, which is above 3 inches. And then watch as the storm moves farther to the east. We start to see some totals of 6 to 8 inches as the storm spreads farther east. Now moving to the Midwest, kind of sinking out of Canada and Alberta, Canada. It's kind of sinking out of there, kind of just pushing its way along the jet stream down to the east. So that is valid Monday afternoon. And if we look, now this is where the storm really gets going. This is in the Tuesday morning, 6 Tuesday morning. You see a little area of right around Gary, Indiana, maybe even just south of Chicago. That's an area of 12 or 13 inches. So that red means over 12 inches, so about 12 or 13 inches there. And that's where you see some very heavy snowfall. Not because it's lake enhanced, but because the storm is growing, but the lake could enhance it just a little bit, not by much. You can see like a light coating to wind in central Pennsylvania, eastern New York. See, there's that nice wide strip of snow. And again, it started all the way up here. The snow swath came all the way down here, and now, as I'm going to show you, it pushes far into the east. And it starts to produce even more snow, places like New York, Pennsylvania, and even down, potentially, according to this model, down to northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, and also even northern Georgia. So something to watch. I believe this is the GFS model. And you can see all of Ohio being consumed in snow. So this storm is very big. Okay, this is our next shot for snow. This is a long-range forecast, potentially a coastal storm. And we're going to start here. This is February 3rd through the 5th. And this is February 3rd right now. So this is actually very late in the evening on the 2nd of February. Because 0Z means like 10 o'clock in the evening on Saturday, the February 2nd. And you can see some heavy snow, 6 to 8 inches in central North Carolina. And even some snows in extreme northeastern Georgia around Blairsville and extreme northern South Carolina along the Appalachian Mountains. And even some light snowfall starting to make its way into D.C. Now, as we head later in time towards the 3rd into the 4th, that snow spreads up the eastern seaboard to the Carolinas, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, Jersey, Pennsylvania, and in New York City. Don't get excited yet. This could change at any given point in time. Just like we were supposed to have some snow this weekend here in the eastern seaboard. Now we're not going to anymore. So don't get your hopes up. This is just in the realm of possibilities. But you can see 6 to 8 inches from extreme northern South Carolina and central North Carolina all the way up through Atlantic City, New Jersey. And then an area of 12 inches plus, potentially building up the coast of Long Island. See this nice area of 6 to 8 inches of snow. Okay, additionally, so this could be a very big storm as it then travels up into Maine and up into southeastern Canada. So as I leave you with my last map here, this is just the hazards. So you see some wind chill advisories from just west of Cleveland, northern central Ohio, all the way back up to International Falls, where International Falls we actually have a wind chill warning. And Mount Bismarck, North Dakota, we have a wind chill advisory. Some flood warnings still left over from the couple inches of rain we had today on the eastern seaboard. Some scattered flood warnings in the central southern plains, maybe the southeast, Dixie Alley. And about a couple of scattered winter weather advisories across the central plains and Rockies and upper Midwest. And then finally some smoke advisories back towards the west. So that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you very much for being an awesome audience for me today. I dedicate this presentation to all the hard workers out there. Thank you so much for working hard for us. I am the Weather Dude, signing off. Till next time.